Alright folks, hello and welcome to a real spicy one today. This is a deck that I've been meaning to play for a while, and with the one and only Tom the Boss Ross clinching a 14th place, actually, top 16 in the showcase this past weekend, it gave me the perfect excuse to give this deck a shot. The only time I've played this collection of cards was when Everos and I did the Unbanned series, where I brewed up a Yawgmoth deck with Birding Pod. You can check that out on my YouTube channel if you want to see that. While Everos was playing some Splinter Twin. And the deck was completely sick. Pretty busted, honestly, with access to Birding Pod. So we have the poor man's. This is like the meme. We have Birding Pod at home, you know. So Eldritch Evolution is Birding Pod at home. The good thing though is that it at least turns our 2-drops into this guy right here. The entire deck is built around Yawgmoth, this card from Modern Horizons. 4 mana, 2 and 2 black for 2/4 protection from humans creatures. Yes, that line of text is actually pretty hilarious. Pay 1 life, sacrifice another creature, you put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature, and you draw a card. A couple of things with this. Number one, we have to sacrifice one of our creatures. So obviously we have a bunch of creatures that give us value, or that simply come back even stronger whenever we sacrifice them. So Young Wolf, Strangleroot Geist, Geralt Messenger, all of these come back because of the Undying mechanic. And the second thing is that we can use it to draw cards, or we can use it to make opponents' creatures into smaller creatures. So a key thing is that it says up to, so if you want to just like sacrifice and target nothing just to draw a card, you can actually do that. And in fact, this is sometimes a good idea if your opponent has removal or stuff like that. So that's always something to keep in mind. The second ability, for 2 black and you discard the card, you proliferate. So you can put more counters on your creatures if your creatures have +1/+1 counters, so you can beat down even harder, or you can put more -1/-1 counters on your opponent's creatures. Also, there's the hilarious value of messing with an Aether Vial, messing with a Chalice of the Void, etc, etc, etc. So some random uses for the proliferate mechanic. So this card is very good. Couple of combos happening here. Whenever you have any 2 Undying creatures in play, you can basically sacrifice 1, it will come back with a +1/+1 counter, and you can put a counter on the other one. What this creates is it basically creates an infinite loop, so as long as you have life to pay, you will draw as many cards as you have life to pay, basically. So this creates an infinite loop where you draw infinite cards, and whenever you do any of this with a Giraffe Messenger, now every time the Giraffe Messenger comes into play, it's going to make it to your opponent loses 2 life. So if you have a Messenger and a Geist, you can kill your opponent as long as you have more life than they do, because this whole loop is going to take 2 life for a Messenger to come into play. So if you have more life than your opponent, you will lose 2 life, your opponent will lose 2 life. So you can basically kill them that way. The way we offset this is with Sulapor Cutthroat. 2 mana 1/1, whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain a life. So basically that means that we can actually draw infinite cards here while doming our opponents, and obviously it offsets the life loss from Geralt Messenger. And Essence Warden is the same thing. We can draw infinite cards with an Essence Warden in play, or we can actually kill them even if we're even or below life total, because we're going to be gaining a life with every time that we go through a sack process. So sweet interactions here all around. This is a Court of Calling deck, and Court of Calling decks very often play Wall of Roots because this card works really well with a Court of Calling, even though it's kind of bugged. It probably is still bugged. Bunch of Mana Dorks, Burst of Paralyzed Goose, and Noble Hierarch. And then this is probably the single most important one of them all. 2 mana 2/2. I said important, but I meant interesting. 2 mana 2/2. Whenever it is combo damage to a play, you put a +1/+1 counter on a creature. So you can reset your undying dudes, or you can make your opponent's creature smaller. And whenever you put one or one -1/-1 counters on a creature, you create a 1/1 snake creature tokens. So whenever you start doing your Yawgmoth thing, you can start creating an army of 1 mana 1/1 Death Touch creatures. And as hilarious as that sounds, it combos with Finn, the Fang Bearer, from the new set. And this is an actual out to Infinite Life from the Heliod deck, which I thought was the most creative workaround. I mean, this one is in the main deck because it's just pretty solid value, but like this was just absolutely hilarious to me. But I mean, it works. It makes sense. So yeah, we have a Finn in this sideboard, which I think is very funny. The last card in the main deck is the Cavalier of Night. 5 mana for a 4/5 lifelink. When it enters the battlefield, you can sacrifice a creature and you destroy a creature your opponent controls. And then when this dies, you return a creature from your graveyard with CMC 3 or less. So just a value Shriekmaw, basically. So it's pretty nice. Veil of Summer, Cyber cards, Black Beetle. This is basically the anti-Heliod deck. The anti-Heliod tech, basically. Your opponent basically cannot combo off while you have a Black Beetle in play. So that's very, very narrowly geared towards the Heliod deck. Finn, Gaia's Blessing. This is against Mill, obviously. Scavenging Ooze against the Graveyard deck. Abrupt Decay, removal. Damping Sphere against a combo and against a Tron. Revoker against Heliod as well, combo and Tron. Spellskite against removal. Ashiok against, well, the decks where Ashiok is good against. Rex Sage, Plague Engineer, and Bailoff and Force of Vigor. I honestly have no idea what Tom's reasoning is behind all of those 1-drops, but kind of is what it is. Will you play the deck? I would like to see the deck. I mean, do you think I'm not gonna play it? Like, I'm doing a deck. Ricardo, be patient. Some people want to know how the deck actually works. Perfect, Jessamine, I want to talk to you. I have a Kaldheim draft in 2 hours. What's the optimal draft strategy? Snow. Snow is the best deck. And you can often have like two snow. You can have 2 snow drafters in the table, and you can still kind of do okay. I have no idea, but like this hand has a Yawgmoth, so I'm assuming that this is a keep. What color snow? Snow decks are green blue based, and then they just go from there basically. And you can have splashes. The most common splashes are black and red. But you can splash other colors too. Just showing, didn't know if you already played with it. Sorry. Yeah, no problem, Ricardo. If they have Ballista on board, it keeps the counters. Yes, but they can't cast it from their hand. Exactly. Your assessment is correct. I played this deck for a little bit. It's super fun. It's super sweet and a lot of fun. How good do you think this deck is? I don't know. I think if you're Tom Ross, the deck is very good. But if you're not Tom Ross, we're about to find out. If you're not Tom Ross, we are about to find out how good the deck actually is. Wow, we have so many options here. As usual, Dryad Aber really sucking in the opening hand. I feel like I want to save this Hapatra. Because the 1/1 Death Touchers are probably going to be great against my opponent's deck. I could play Geist. The problem is that I use as my food, so I'm not really interested in that. I think I'm just going to play the Cutthroat and I'm just going to chomp with it. Which feels really bad. But I can Evo this. I can Evo this into a 3-drop. But there's no 3-drop that I really want right now. I guess we only have Gerald's Messenger, so never mind. I think I'm just gonna do this. We can Evo... If this survives, we can Evo this into a Yawgmoth for next turn. The problem is our life total is gonna be pretty damn low at that point. Guess I'm supposed to take this? They probably don't have a land. Wait, what? Why would they miss on so much damage? They missed out on 3 damage for no reason whatsoever. We can Geist plus Hapatra here. We can Geist plus Hapatra here. We can also Evo into Yawgmoth, but it doesn't really do anything. So I think I'm just going to Geist plus Hapatra. And maybe next turn we can do something cool. What are we chomping with is the question, though. I guess with both of those creatures. That's the answer. We found it. If they have TBR, we're dead. Okay, that also kills me. Maybe they're eating pizza? Yeah, yesterday my opponent was eating pizza. That was fun. Drawing that arrow was just pretty rough. I have no idea what I'm doing in sideboarding. Like, actually no idea. I feel like I probably want to cut this. Maybe this is fine. Maybe this is not fine. This seems a little bit too slow. Veil seems like it might be overdoing it a little bit. Hope it is going there. It is going well. How fun is this deck? Very fun. I just wish that I knew what I was doing. If I knew what I was doing, it would be more fun. Actually, I could see Evolution being better, because even though it's a 2-for-1, like Chord is just going to be so hard to put together for us. Maybe I'm wrong. I cannot wait for somebody who knows about the deck to be telling me all of the mistakes that I'm making. Yes! Yes! Keep. Yeah, I can imagine this deck having a pretty steep learning curve. We can Chord for Dryad Arbor, which is kind of nice. particularly with how much we're whiffing here. I guess the... We could have evoed into something else, I guess. But I mean, they had the Dismember, so good thing that we didn't. But we're sorry when you need her. Yeah, I know. I would love to have some help here. Okay, something good. Exactly what I was looking for. Awesome. I kind of wish I could draw a Young Wolf. Okay. Oh, I guess that actually kills me, right? This actually kills me. Because it enters tapped and it deals my opponent 2 damage. Well, womp womp. Maybe just like that card is terrible in the matchup. I could see that being the case. Just cut all of the messengers. Because you probably don't need to combo off in that matchup. You can just kind of take it easy. Is this deck a good Shadow killer? I don't know. Maybe if you know what you're doing, this deck is fine against Shadow. It looks like it should be fine against Shadow. My hands were pretty much non-functional, right? I kept a 4-lander bottom the land and I drew 2 lands in a row and then a card that literally killed me to cast. But we're learning though. We're learning. For example, if I get paired against Shadow again, I think I'm gonna be cutting some Giraffe Messengers. Maybe like cut 3 of them. Playing against Carlos Almeida. Okay. My brief 1 week for the aggro decks, you turn into more of a value deck than a combo deck. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because it would make sense for that to be the case, right? Blood Moon would be terrible for us. Season Pyro seems fine. So now I can play Second Bird and a Geist. Ah, because they don't have their own green source. Huh. No, but I feel like with my opponent being in the Magus, I have to assume that they have another something, right? So we can just play a Geist and play another Birdie. They have a playlist for the Mystify Nightmare series. Friend wants it and I can't find it. I do have a playlist. Clothes. Okay. Let me see if I can find it for you real quick. No locks. So it feels like there's not a win here. But I can draw infinite cards if I wanted to. I'm fairly sure. There we go. So no, because I can just evo for the Yawgmoth, right? I evo these into a Yawgmoth, and then I play a young wolf, and I can just go infinite if I want to, which is what I'm thinking about. But then I go infinite, but I can't close the game. And not being able to close the game is kind of annoying. Particularly my opponent having access to Clothes. I'm probably going to be doing this anyway, though. We can draw a couple of cards here, though. We're gonna put a -1/-1 counter on this, sacrificing this. So my opponent can kill this in response, but then I just sack a bird. So now that dies. This comes back. This comes back. We don't draw a card because our original target disappeared. Now, I guess that we can swing for 3, because might as well. Then we put a counter here, sacking the bird. Then we put a counter here, sacking this. We can't draw that much, but I would really love to find a... Put a counter here, sacking this. I really want to find a land at least. Oh, come on. Put a counter here, sack this. Give me a land, baby. There we go. And now we can get Essence Warden. That means that we draw our deck, but we can't win this turn. So I think it's better for me to just play a Young Wolf and kill the Arbor Elf. That limits my opponent's access to mana. We just pass the turn. We feel pretty dejected about Amulet Sideboard recently, so I swapped back to White Heavy for Paths. Also tried out a copy of Dayside. I just like Hilliard and Wheel of Sun and Moon. Easy 5-0 after a knife through butter. Was wondering your thoughts of playing Heavy White with Collection Relics like in the past. You can do whatever you want, Neos. I just don't feel like there's a big need for that. Right now, at least. Okay, so now we are going to win. They can swing with everything, but it just doesn't matter. We just have good blocks. And now, we just evo this into the dude. Evo, sack the Yawgmoth. Yep, 0 cards in hand, no mana up. Cutthroat. Put this one counter here, sacking this. Oh, sealed. Oh, sealed. Oh, sealed. Put them as one counter here, sack this. Put them on a counter here, sack this. Counter here, sack this. What metas do I think White is needing Amulet? Well, the thing is that I think that right now it's extremely hard to splash. Since the printing of Castle, the whole concept of splashing has become a lot worse. Because in the past you didn't need to play splashes, so you would just play Gemstone Mines and you were good to go. Now that's just not the case anymore. Do I want Spellskite? Guess I do. My opponent probably has Scavenging Ooze, and maybe they have Relic. I don't know, Gutu, but like I don't know what to cut. Like I'm not familiar with the deck, you know. Like I'm learning as I go, right? So that's kind of what I'm struggling with. But I don't think I want to cut like Hierarchs and Birdies against my opponent's Bloodmoon deck. Maybe I do. They probably have Anger of the Gods as well, so we want to watch out for that. Just bought half the deck and I come to see you play. Love to see it. Good luck. Yeah, Burning One, thank you. Appreciate it. This is just the only way that I have of killing a Scavenging Ooze, so we probably want this. Plague Engineer is also kind of interesting against Arbor Elves and against Season Pyro tokens. Probably not good enough on the draw. Let's go with this and we can make changes after. Notice most people are playing Carnage Amulet post-ban. Is that just because of aggro? Yes. That's the main reason. Keep. Shave the Dryad if you side in Engineer for Arwolf. Why? What's the reasoning for doing that? Just gonna fetch a basic forest. Collision Relic theoretically should help relieve some of that. I'll keep trying stuff though. One league, obviously not concrete. The thing is that now you have actually good cards to be playing, right? That's the main issue. The thing with Coalition Relic back in the day was that you just didn't really have good cards to play. So like Coalition Relic was kind of just like meh, like it's fine, like it does what you might want it to do. But right now we have access to actually good cards, so there's no reason for playing bad cards like Coalition Relic. So we can double wall into Essence Warden. I kind of want to just like Essence Warden into wall. And then we can force both of my opponent's Utopia Sprawls. Seems worth it. Nice little stirring contest we got going on here. Feeling very smart about blowing up my opponent's Utopia Sprawl that turn. Got him. Swing for one. That's actively bad for them. That's making their cloth is weaker. So I don't know why they would do that. I guess they are technically being mana efficient, for what's worth. Anima 27, welcome to the Primetime Struggle with the tier 1 sub. Thank you. Thank you so much, Anima. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. So this may be bad for us. I'm gonna serve though. I don't think my opponent's blocking. Yep. Triple black, huh? Triple black, huh? I see. Not my bird. That's really bad for us, actually. Druid and Asusa are in the Relic slot, and I'd max in those two before running Relic. I think Druid didn't exist back in the day. Perfect. Pleasure can't always watch you live because of the work, but love the content. Awesome, thank you. Welcome, Anima. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is awkward. Okay, so I guess I can't. I guess I can block this turn with the Wall of Roots. So our best draw is Score the Call-In. Any chance for a part for the Mystifying Amulet once you... yeah, I've been thinking about doing something like that. Maybe I'll do it at some point. F6. And now I can't really take the trade anymore. Honestly, if I were my opponent, I would be attacking with the Arbor Elf. If they have bolt, we just lose, so I'm just gonna block here. This is insane. Like I don't know. Bone Crusher? That would suck if they had Bone Crusher. Cloth this. Okay. That really speeds up the clock. Abrupt Decay is great. Yawgmoth we can't cast, but we can cast... Oh, that doesn't do anything. Like, actual nothing. So the only thing that this does is it stops the Magus from attacking. So I guess that's worth it. Destroy it. I don't think I can really afford to attack there. This is what I'm doing right now. Oh no, they found another land. Anger? No, Bloodbraid. Oh, that's a lot worse than Bloodbraid. F. F! Spirited Coaching aside, no, it's not. No, they're definitely not. That's why we're not winning. This game has been... I don't know. This game has been... It's turn 12. Turn 12. Can I even cord? Yeah, of course I can cord. You can tap green creatures to cord. That's like what cord does. That's why cord is good. What do we got here? 4 mana, 5 mana. That's Glory Banger. Yeah, Glory Banger is just lethal, right? Obi-Wan episode 3 with a tier 1 sub. Going back for the second month. It's been a while. It has been a while. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Prime Tron Hall, everyone. How have you been? Yeah, Eldritch would have been great. What's his name? Cord would have been great. Many cards would have been great. Just move on with our lives. Let's just move on. Okay. How do we feel about this guy? I feel like I do want decay. We do want Spellskite, sorry. Triple black, dude, it's just not gonna work out, right? That's just not a thing. So turn 1 Young Wolf, turn 2. We have no black sources. We can court on 2. Can court for Dry Diver. F's in chat, like the kids say. So is Dryad Arbor still... Is Dryad Arbor still green under a Blood Moon? Big question. Okay, chat. Do I have any judges? Do I have any judges? Judge? Judge? If I go find a basic forest, I court for Dryad Arbor. Then I go fetch Dryad Arbor. This makes Dryad Arbor a mountain, but Dryad Arbor is a green creature because of its because of the remainder text. Taps for green for court. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. All right. Exactly. So, green, green, and it's gonna remain green, so I'm gonna be able to chord. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That means that we can chord for 1. It's a green 1/1 mind and creature line. Yeah, that's exactly excellent. Good to know. That's exactly what I wanted to know. Chandra. Should probably plus this. Yep. I can get a bird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I guess I can get a young wolf. And we can go infinite. If I draw a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I can actually just go infinite here. No, I don't think I want to take it. Because we can just... We have walls, so we can just chord. And we just go infinite with Yawgmoth right here. I literally can draw my entire deck, right? I guess I can draw just like 17 cards or whatever, but... So we get to attack the Chandra here. Yoke kills Magus, yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put a counter here, sack here. Put a counter here, sack here. Put a counter. We still have a green mana that we haven't used. So put a counter here, sack here. Put a counter here, sack here. So I'm looking for a 1-drop here. 1-drop creature. Put a counter here, sack here. Counter here, sack this one. I really want to find a 1-drop here. Damn it. We're at virtual 7. Virtual 6. Brutal. Just couldn't find anything. Couldn't find anything. Okay, so it seems important to kill the Arbor Elf, though. Wow. Discard, discard, discard. 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 Sure. So this will suck if my opponent has another Magus, but we are covered if my opponent has a... Oh, there you go. We have played our land. Opponent's life total doesn't really matter, so I'm just going to send both of these as Chandra. In case they have like a Bone Crusher or whatever. Just pass the turn. Yeah, we win next turn. So I'm gonna play the Geist first, I think. Green, green. Cutthroat. And now I can force the action by using I can evo the Wall of Roots into the 1/1 that gains life. So now my opponent is forced to, if they have anything, they have to do it right now. They don't have anything. Okay, so Essence Warden. So put a counter here, sack here. And now we have multiple layers of protection here. We don't need Messenger, the Cutthroat is doing it already. Yeah, if they kill the Cutthroat, we lose. So by getting Essence Ward, that means that my opponent cannot get out of this. Because we can sack the bird to, like, if they have a bolt, we sack the bird to target the other young wolf, and then we go off with the young wolf. If they have yet another removal, then we sack the Essence Warden. So we have multiple layers of protection at that point. That was very cool. That was very cool. Yeah, this deck is really cool. Yeah. So many interactions. And again, I'm pretty sure I sideboarded terribly. I'm pretty sure that was very poor sideboarding. And I'm pretty sure that if Tom had played that match, he would have won in like 5 minutes total. But but obviously I'm just like trying to learn as I go, and I'm trying to make sure that I am making the proper decisions, and I'm thinking through my options and everything. Like, I'm definitely playing. If you're used to watch my content, you know how quickly I play with decks like Amulet and stuff like that. Like this, we played only 2 matches and we are 1 hour in at this point. Like this, obviously, this is not only out of my comfort zone, but it's also something that's very new, and it's something that's very complicated. So, anyway. Mr. Seri, you do for videos on the deck? Alright, sounds good, Mr. Seri. Do you have a lot of experience with the deck? Play like 10 leagues with it? Yeah. This is the kind of deck that really rewards mastery, though. This can't be a keep, right? This one looks better. Now, what do I ship, though? I'm definitely keeping this. Do I ship the second Yogg? I guess? Excuse me. Oh, wow. Why am I so good at drawing this fucking card? It's like, it doesn't matter which format I'm playing, it doesn't matter which deck I'm playing, I'm just gonna draw Dryad Arbor. It's just unavoidable. Yeah, this was either Scales or the freaking, what's his name? Like an Eldrazi deck, green-white Eldrazi or of some sort. Which is what I was secretly hoping for, honestly. Hanger back, you got it. I don't think I should play around Path to Exile game 1, right? Well, Russ is back? No, it's not, but it's what I would have liked for it to be. I mean, maybe it is back, I don't know. Remember when Ali crashed the SCG with it or something? Yeah, I remember. That was a good time. I wonder what happened to that deck. Did Modern just completely pass it by or something? But I literally have never seen anybody else ever try that deck. Maybe I'll take it for a spin at some point. Just try to cook it up, you know? We get to do this while my opponent takes forever to think. Okay, they figure out. Ravager. You got. Block. Okay, so. One, two, three, four. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chord for Yawgmoth. Play land. Evil. Wall of Roots. We're missing one piece. We're still missing one piece if we go for that. I can go infinite, but I can't do anything with it. And we are at a lower life total than my opponent, so we can't actually kill them with your off messenger. Is there anything we can draw into while doing that? We could also just do that and just have like very good control of the board. Like my opponent probably can't win through Yawgmoth plus what's his name plus Yawgmoth, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm in a good spot. Like that's not what's at contest here. Oh, also I should have played the Dryad Arbor. X equals 1. And here it's better for me to sack the Yawgmoth, I guess, right? And then we can use the Wall of Roots to reset the Yawgmoth if we need to. Nothing left for me to play, so I'll just pass. Oh, they're actually dead, right? Yeah, I guess they're actually dead because we're one mana ahead. Okay, so I'm gonna do that on their upkeep, I think. Or now that they tapped out. Okay, so put a counter in this one, suck this one. Put a counter in this one, suck that one. Sweet, awesome. Sounds good. That's hilarious. I just randomly hoses them for no reason. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Yeah, I know. Black Beetle is hilariously good. That's really funny. Also, Plague Engineer is probably an okay pickup here, right? Yeah, is that what we're doing? Yeesh. Yeah, Habatra Fin is the combo. We talked about it in the deck tech at the beginning. It's so cute. It's so simultaneously cute and legit at the same time. His hand seems pretty solid actually, right? I have co-select for Infinite Life like in Titan. That seems just bad though. Like you don't really have access to that much mana really. Although I guess the idea is just to draw this card. In this case. Radiant Fountain. In the green-white deck, we're playing Radiant Fountain. Okay. Whatever suits you, opponent. Yeah, Young Wolf is solid here. Wall of Roots being able to just tap for mana on the turn that it comes down is just so sick. Yeah, it doesn't even have to tap it. It's true. We can also block here. That's great. Do we want to core the 4 Young Wolf on end step? Do we want to core for second Young Wolf? And then we can just go infinite. Hashtag synergy. Graph onto Ballista. Sounds good. I'll block. No attacks. Okay. I should, right? I should just do that. Second Yogg. Sounds good. Put it plus counter there, sack there. Start resolve. The young Bogran looks sick. Yeah, I know. It's pretty awesome. What's up here? Also, this blanks modular, now that I think about it. That's sick. This blanks modular because it's going to be looking at last known info, and last known info is going to be that this creature has nothing going on. Yeah, got my Wall of Roots. Now what? And now we put a counter there, sack in there. Modular for 0. Wait, what? Dice with both a plus counter and a minus counter, so modular triggers, blank, so lethal. Wow, that's so random, I guess. Getting there, young wolf. Huh, interesting. Okay, good to know about that. Definitely good to know about that. I don't want to kill this response, not really. It just doesn't really matter. This just doesn't do anything, right? I mean, it gives me infinite dudes though, which sounds fun. Put a counter here, suck here. Trigger Hepatra, get value. Oh. 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 The hotness. I really don't understand this Radiant Fantasy has scales decks. I don't understand these fountains in the scales decks, and it's even less defensible in a matchup where you in a deck where you are splashing white already. It's like you're playing a 3-color deck that actually has colorless lands in it. I guess it's not a 3-color deck. It's just a 2-color deck that has colorless lands in it for no reason. Too hot for Twitch, yeah. That's some OnlyFans content right there for you. Opponent doesn't want to get in there. Nope. Okay. Opponent knows. Opponent knows. Played against Field of Ruin, Esper Control yesterday. People love their colorless lands in 3-color mana bases. Yeah, I mean, we were playing 4-color control yesterday with Esper, with what's his name, right? Oh yeah, we were building Green-White Eldrazi deck. So we want 4 of this, 4 of this. We'll continue later. This is turn 3 combo, right? Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. And we drew the driver again. Somebody please do the math. Somebody please do the math for me on what are the chances that I see Drydiver in my opener. Because they are definitely above 100%. I like that the deck is good enough that it can win in spite of Drydiver. Multi 5 Tron. Let's see what's your payoff. Oh, that's your payoff. I have 5 with Naya Scales. Damn, the greed is real. We even be down for 1 more damage. Pog. can't really do anything else here, right? So we're just gonna serve. And I guess put a counter here, sack here. Put a counter here, sack here. Put a counter here, sack here. I guess I'm gonna draw up to 7 cards. Counter here, sack here. And now I'm gonna pass the turn. No need to go to discard. Yeah, it's not lethal, I know. It is lethal next turn now. I was just drawing cards in case my opponent is like playing, I don't know, Dismember or something, right? I wanted to guarantee that I'm at least drawing 7. So if I try to go for it on end step for whatever reason, which I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna go for it. There's no need for me to do that, but. And now we can go off twice if I play this Dryad Arbor first. So play Arbor, play a bird. I just want random nonsense into play just so I can activate in response. And now we chord for 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you for the follow, Dur Sublint. Appreciate it. Tap that for value. Put a counter here, sack there. I love how I left the land that I literally cannot tap for mana. For colored mana, I mean. It's okay, doesn't matter. Damping Sphere sounds good, Revoker sounds good, Spellskite sounds good. What else? Force of Vigor, Rex Sage. And that's it. Fresh out of Spike Stream all to me. Hell yeah. That's the good little 1-2 punch, you know? Good little 1-2 punch. So Messengers may be better in this matchup because like we are not gonna need to be particularly defensive. So Hapatra seems like not what this matchup is gonna be about. Yeah, Cavalier sounds terrible. That was the first very easy cut. Now what though? Essence Warden maybe we can cut? We just don't need that. Is he shaving off one of these dudes? And then something else. I probably want all of my 1-drops because I'm going to be on the draw. Can we also talk about the county value that we can get in this deck? It represents 2 mana for chord after you untap, and it also, you can sack it for value with Yogg. Hell yeah, let's go county. This is a county lover stream for sure. County better than field. We can also just like not bring in the force. We have Evo. We have Rex Sage to blow up something like that. My opponent has. I know, whatever. This hand is not as strong. I'm gonna go to 6. Is this a keep? It kind of feels like a keep, but I'm not sure. I'm probably going to keep this and be wrong about this. Also, bottom in the Rex Sages could be sketch. Some Yawgmoth shenanigans? Yeah, exactly. think we'll follow Stevie Johnson. Damn. Well, beat down City, right? Now that they played Expedition map, I think I'm gonna Wall of Roots into Revoker. Name Expedition map. Yeah, my opponent should have cracked this relic years ago. Black. One year of indulging my unhealthy habits. Sounds about right. Gracias, querido. Welcome back to the Prime Test Stronghold. We're swinging for lethal next turn, which is nice. They are actually dead now. Next turn. What's up, Realm Smasher? Yeah, this deck is awesome. Been having a great time so far with it. Oh no! Did I fuck this up for no reason? I totally fucked this up for no reason. Whoops. I wanted to get cute. I wanted to get cute and I was punished. I literally set it up perfectly and I wanted to get cute and I was punished. Feels bad, man. Not that it mattered. There was literally nothing my opponent could do at that point, so it's not like it really mattered, but it's okay. It was versus Tron. It actually was versus Tron. I lost to John Shadow and the Inexperience. The Inexperience matchup is pretty rough. I'm not gonna say no to that. The Inexperienced matchup is pretty rough. Do you like the what? Kragenwick? Is that the red-green deck that you're talking about there? That deck is pretty funny. I actually tried it on stream once. I think somebody made a dono for it. I don't think it's good. It's pretty bad. It's hilarious. It's a hilarious deck. I don't think it's good. Let's beat down city. Probably mana leak here? No. That's interesting to me because it seems like Geist is a lot of a bigger problem for them. Unless they have main deck Anger. If they have main deck Anger, then not. But like this seems like a much worse problem for them than this. Maybe I'm wrong here, but like these dudes are not messing around with their very, very distorted faces. Holy crap, this art is creepy. Damn. You can't unsee it. You just can't unsee it. So next turn we're going to be able to play this evolution through a mana leak, which is what I was trying to set up here. Chord would be real nice though. Next turn, Jason die. Yeah, that sounds alright. Tight play. I mean, they could have Force though, right? Force is good here. I imagine that we're going to be cutting some number of Evos. For games 2 and 3. Huh. Opt was in this set? In Throne of Eldraine? You didn't know that. Cryptic tap, is that the plan? You'll love to see it. Tap all creatures, draw a card. Resolves. Oh, that's so much better. That doesn't get countered. Sweet. Awesome. Put a counter there by sacking this guy. Put a counter there by sacking that guy. This seems good. This seems pretty solid. I guess we can put a counter on nothing, sack this, bring my opponent down to 1. Put a counter on nothing by sacking this guy. Now we swing 6. Opponent down to 1. Now we put a counter here, sacking the plant. Put a counter here, sacking this thing. Just casually draw a million cards. Put a counter here, sacking this guy. Counter here, sack that guy. Oh, brutal. All of my lands don't work. Okay, I'm off it. Let's just pass the turn. I mean, it's not like my opponent can realistically win, so. They could win with Uro. Oh yes, Uro. So Veils are probably nice. Probably Spellskite, question mark? Like, I didn't see bolts, but they probably have bolts. I think it's Rug. I think it's Temur. Cool deck? Yeah, Tom. Deck is okay. It's been fun. It's been fun. I've been definitely hitting my face against the wall. Gracias. The learning curve is something. The learning curve is something. I guess I could play around Blood Moon. I don't think I want to get Force of Vigor, but this seems okay. Also, this seems interesting to me. At what point am I overboarding though? We may be getting to a point where we are overboarding here for this matchup. I don't love the 1-drops though. If we see Blood Moon, then maybe I want to bring back some of the 1-drops because it allow me to play around Moon, but seems like a decent hand. Respectable hand. Honorable hand. Tom says to always overboard. That makes sense to me. Like, well, why wouldn't you, right? Like, why are you putting cards into your sideboard otherwise? If it's not to mindlessly put them into your deck. Even when it's a terrible idea. This Ren and 6 is gonna own me so hard though. Fume. We can Evo next turn with, which seems solid. Unless my opponent just blows this up here. Okay, they blow it up. So I can just Evo for a Yawgmoth. Gross my dude too. Sup. Seems pretty tough for them to remove the Yawg. So even though it's not like the highest value Yawgmoth I've ever seen, it seems just not easy for them to remove it. Like, sure. Here's the land. And here's the Yawgmoth again. Kill your Jace. Why do I have a picture of Jerry Thompson behind me? Because Jerry's great. I love me Jerry. I love me some Jerry. Can you please play something blue for me, opponent? So I can use this Veil of Summer. Not enough snow. Not enough snow. The absolute blowout. GG's opponent. The absolute blowout. Just opponent could not catch a break there. Alright, first ever league 4-1. Not half bad. Not half bad. This is strong, folks. This is real strong. This deck is not messing around. I just love how quickly you can pivot. Like you're a combo deck, and then you're like, oh, JK, here's a Geist, attack you for 2, attack you for 3, drain you for 2. Like all of a sudden it's just like, whoop, I guess you're just dead to my random critters that just come back from the dead and are super sticky and are not easy to remove. This is fun. This is really, really fun. I had a good time with this. We're gonna play another league. For sure. That's gonna be it for this one though. Thank you so much for watching, folks. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next league.